dock with engines that don't fucking turn on, right? But there's going to be better days coming. This timing, for those of you that don't know, is sort of a culmination of things deteriorating around here in the organization above me in a way that I feel pretty helpless. I can't really make a lot of difference other than a physical body on the ship anymore. And for multiple reasons, there are better men for the job, better women for the job, and I have some family issues. I have a father who's very sick, and it's been a rough year on my family. To keep it brief, I've been at sea since I was 19 years old, and I'm an only child, and so I usually go home for like a week or so every year or a couple of years, so I don't spend much time with my family. So now it's kind of just like the right time. It works. It wasn't an easy decision to make. I think in certain circumstances had been different, I would just continue fighting the good fight. I've told the board this, and some of you know or not, but I really did think for a while this was kind of going to be my like forever ship. You know, being in this industry, when you get to a place where Charlie's soon going to be at an experience level, but then you also need stability in your life, you sort of stop bouncing around from boat to boat to boat. You do that in the beginning because you learn a lot. You meet a bunch of great captains and some that suck. You have a bunch of great mates, some that suck. And that's the point. You got to go through all that. You got to learn, build your toolbox, add to it. And then you get your first command and you suck. And then you get better at it. And then you go from boat to boat to boat now as a captain. But we all kind of end up looking for like that one ship that we get to take care of for like a long time, that we always come back to, or that we stay full time. I mean, hell, I even moved my Yankee ass Boston-born girlfriend down here for 3 years, made her quit her job and everything, because I really thought this was going to be a place for me for the long haul. And maybe it will in the future. Maybe I'll be back. I'm not sure. My departure is got no guarantees, no nothing going on. You know, I'll always answer the phone for Charles. I'll always answer the phone for Brian, regardless of what the organization wants to do with the ship. And I really hope that 2021, 2022 are quite successful for the vessel. And I think they can be. I don't want to quote my letter of departure, but there's a large chunk of it that talks about you guys as the volunteer group. I wanted to reassure the board that my departure wouldn't interrupt the quality of the vessel and its day-to-day's goings on, and you guys are literally the reason for that, especially this year when we haven't had any crew. You guys and Brian, like, huzzah for him, keeping the energy up and recruiting and the blog. I mean, I sent Tommy Baker the blog, you know, to let him know what's going on and what you guys are doing. And I said something along the lines of like, you know, they may be a bunch of gray beards, but they're pretty cool. No, I'm kidding. You are the backbone of the ship. You have been the backbone of the ship since the construction of the vessel. Some of you guys are like 200 years old or whatever, and the ship's 200 years old. No, I mean, I just think I have been a part of a lot of ships, and very few of them has had a volunteer group of people that are so steadfast in their involvement and their upkeep and their energy. And if I have been a part of a vessel that had a group like you in quality and energy, that ship was actually like out sailing and doing things too. And so the fact that you guys have stuck around and kept care of this vessel without the promise of being able to take it sailing is phenomenal, and it's a testament to how much you care about what's going on and what we're trying to upkeep here, the mission of the ship, but also her heritage, her tradition. And I think every single one of you guys deserves one of these. You know, I'm at least getting paid, you know, and you guys are here because you love it and because she needs you. There's a great quote that Hunter put on the dry race port down in Salon. If you get a chance to read it. But it basically talks about how if you take care of your ship, she's going to take care of you. It's a general easier. And moving forward, regardless of what the board of directors decides to do as far as a replacement, or if there's going to be one, we don't know. But I know that you will always have, the ship will always have Brian and Charles across the bay who care just as much, if not more, than anybody I've ever seen involved in a ship in a community. And I think that there's going to be, it's got to turn around, and I think it's going to turn around. And you've got the right folks all right here. You got the right folks. I'm not stressed at all about leaving her in any kind of situation where she's not going to just get better. You know, I have my full faith in Charles. He takes over as captain. I have my full faith, as evidence made evident, in Brian, taking care of the vessel with you guys. And I don't know how you're not sick of him yet. You keep coming back, but he's doing something right? So, and of course, Hunter, old man Hunter, will be back towards the end of the month. So you guys are gonna go back to having him be cantankerous and overbearing in the galley. So that's good. Anyway, I don't know. I just I don't usually do speeches and shit. So I thank you all very much. You've made my departure easy. I was able to wax poetic about how safe and in good hands the vessel's going to be because of you. If I didn't have you, it was just me and Charlie and Brian down here toiling, I wouldn't be as comfortable with the vessel being left in the limbo that she might be. So you're making a huge difference in my stress level, my departure, and just keep fighting the good fight. And she's a great ship. She's got a long life ahead of her. Incredibly well founded, by the way, you fellas who were here building her. I find her quite tight, well sailing ship, and I really hope to be walking her deck again soon as skipper or as a guest. You know, that'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Anytime you want to come.
I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. This is beautiful. I take it to heart, very much so.
Cleveland.
Yay.